It's that boy, John Perry. Hey. I'm sorry, I'm just trying out new intros. And you're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing here. It's been so long. And it really has, but some important things have transpired over these past couple of weeks, months, whatever the hell you want to call it. This video is going to be addressing quarantine and health careers as a bit of a recap. God damn my fingers. Anyway, so first thing I wanted to go over is I'm already kind of grumpy, or annoyed is the proper word, because my next video is going to be shoutouts, where I literally shout out like every person I remember, like all my friends, even some of my I want to call them enemies because that's just stupid and dumb. But even people that have annoyed me. I haven't started it yet, but here it is. And the reason why I'm upset is I have to use this pen right here. This pen is what I got from when the health careers people came by our house, and it's cool. It's got like multiple different colors. It's not showing up on the screen, but yeah. And it's a decent pen, but the reason why I'm upset is I have this rollerball felt tip or gel pen. I don't know which one it classifies as, but it's really freaking amazing. Like, it writes so good. Well, technically that's a lie. It feels good when you write, but the actual writing, it kind of gets like messy and blooded in, so maybe it's a good thing I didn't. But yeah, I literally couldn't find that thing, so either it got thrown away or it's going to turn up later, and either way I'm going to be pissed, so either way I technically lose. But what's more important, a felt tip pen or getting my list done, the list of all the special people in my life? Well, all the special people in my life that are my age, not anyone old. Well, no, because I'm including my teachers on the list, so yeah. Anyway, but I can talk about that in the next video. This video is about the events that transpire. So first off, quarantine. I expect Corona to like do something serious, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. But then my dad warned me ahead of time, so that's when I started making calls to everyone like, yo, prepare for online schooling, all of that. Mercedes, she already knew what was up. I think her family, one of them is a teacher, mom or dad, maybe aunt or uncle. Greg, my boy, he literally said that it was going to happen. It happened 1 week later, not a month, not 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. 1. Yeah, I don't blame you. I didn't want it to happen either. I didn't expect it to happen that fast. I thought we were going to have to wait a little bit. Anyway, so, and I'm going to be honest, out of everyone that got hit with quarantine, I was probably the least affected. I didn't really leave the house that much, not out of free will, because I really do, but at the same time, my family, like, we just don't go out places without parent supervision or whatever. Or if we do, like, if I do hang out with my friends, it's something that has to be very planned out, careful. It's not like I can just walk out the house and be like, hey, I'm walking over to Adrian's, or I'm going to HEB. Like, it don't work like that. So I was pretty used to being in here, getting on my phone or my computer. Everyone else, so they really got hit. Their parents lost jobs. My dad didn't lose his job. I don't think he was affected by it that much. Why am I saying this? The reason why is I still had the nerve to act like something did happen to me, and I apologize. And technically something did, but it wasn't life-changing. It wasn't like serious. And the reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I pretended it affected me is, well, not pretend it did something, because I didn't like lie or anything like, oh, my family got terrible. Like, no, I kept that real. What happened was, during school we had assignments, and we could turn them in late without late penalty. So I was using that as an excuse to like not do my shit on time. I mean, I still technically turned it in later, and my dad was on my ass about it. And I was like, man, whatever. My teacher said I can turn it in late with no problem, and he said, no, John. I mean, yeah, you can, but the reason why that is there, it's not for everyone. It's for the people who have babysitters or who lost their jobs and are trying to re-find a job, all that stuff. It's for them. You weren't affected, so do your shit on time. And I wanted to pop off on him, but it was like, he was right. Everything he said was true. I was not that affected by it, or affected at all, really. So I technically should have been doing myself on time and respect for those who couldn't, or for those who couldn't even work. So, my apologies. That was some real stuff. Now, I guess the only other thing is the George Floyd incident, which I'm gonna be real. I don't know that much about George Floyd, so I probably shouldn't even be talking about this, but I am. And yeah, I'm sorry for the guy. Let me tell you how I interpreted things at first. I thought it was a regular police shooting at first. Like, oh, saw a black man, popped his ass. But according to my dad, it was like, no, he got choked out with like his knee. Like, god damn, that's brutal. Like, that's what a way to go. Oh my lord, it was already bad enough that he died, but like he died like that. Even my dad said, as of right now, and when by right now, I mean like last Sunday, he was like, I mean, yeah, he's definitely arrested and everything, but he's probably gonna get out uh, because right now we only have incriminating evidence. Later on, there might be a video showing up of the dude like trying to of George Floyd. Maybe he actually did something illegal, or maybe not. Maybe George Floyd was 100% innocent, and the dude who fucking killed him was just a jerk, which I think is evident because I think he was literally like surrounded and he was already held down and handcuffed, and like you only strangle someone if you really need to. Like, come on, man. Like, so then there's all the protests. I like the protests but I don't like the lootings. And before, I don't like, and what I mean is like, a lot of people I talked to said it was kind of necessary, and I sort of agree because honestly, like it kind of makes sense because if you tell a cop he's racist or she, I don't know, it could be either gender. They're probably gonna be like, "What evidence do you have? I'm just doing what's right. It's all coincidence." Or they can just be like, "Yeah, what you finna do about it?" If you actually like damage a building or something, then they're forced to intervene and do their job. So it's like, well, so it's like now you have to actually put them in action, you know. And it's not like they can kill everybody. Thankfully, I would hope not. But so, what I don't like is people are just using like I understand vandalism. Like if I was out, I probably would have like broke a window or some shit. Actually, I would have took a paintball gun and shot the police. And I would die immediately afterwards because it doesn't matter if it's a non-lethal weapon. If you fire any type of thing at a policeman or policewoman, you're probably dying. It's a shame. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I don't like it when people use it as an excuse just to like rob a fucking building. Like, you really think George Floyd approves? Do you think that's gonna make him feel better? Because I understand, like, you feel like you've got your life stolen from, but at the same time, it's like, come on, my throat, fuck. I've said this, but not once have I actually said "Rest in peace, George Floyd" or "Black Lives Matter." And I also want to talk about that because I owe an apology because freshman year that was like all lives matter. That was like my, when I say thing, not thing, as in like that is something I said every day. I never said it. Well, technically I said it once, but not as in like a rally. I just said it because I just said the words just because. What happened was I was doing a project for school, and and I didn't understand how bad police brutality was back then. I didn't know. How did I not know? Like I know. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I was dumb. I still kind of am. Or ignorance is a proper term. Well, no, I'm pretty stupid. Let's be real with it. I can be smart. I can be dumb. I can be a mixture. I can be clever. I can be naive. It all depends on the situation. In that situation, I didn't know. I didn't do my research. So when I heard Black Lives Matter, I thought that was just saying like, oh, only they're the ones who suffer real hardships. No one else does. So I was like, what the fuck? So like I said, like Native Americans really suffered. Jews suffered. I also put Black Lives. I put like, I forgot what his name was, but there was that one guy who like was accused of being on drugs, and then the policeman just like beat the fuck out of him, like broke his bones and everything. And I was like, damn, for real. So I put that on the list. But now seeing it, I was like, I regret that because it's like, dang, like people who said that are like the same people who are trying to like deny this incident. So it's like that's just doing an injustice. So granted that was like 3 years ago, but I still apologize. It doesn't matter if I'm a different person; those are still my actions, my words. So there you go. I'm sorry, everyone. Now for the lighter topic stuff. Well, I don't know what I was actually going to talk about more. I guess what I was going to talk about is future video ideas. My mom and sister are gone. My dad's at work, so that's nice. I'm not sure if this is going to be a regular occurrence. So, hopefully I can belt out some many videos. One thing I do regret though is, like, if someone asked me what was the biggest regret on my channel, it's downloading Life is Strange Before the Storm. Like, it's a good game, but it wasn't good for my channel because it's a story-based game that each chapter is like an hour or 2 hours long. It's like I wasn't gonna record all that. I wasn't thinking though. Like, the thing that makes me upset is I didn't know Resident Evil was a franchise. I didn't know, well, I technically knew what it was, but I barely knew anything about it. The only reason why I knew it existed was because of a Nintendo Power magazine. And even though it was a good article, that was so long ago, I forgot what it was. So when Resident Evil became a thing, it was already too late. Because if I had known it existed, I would have asked for instead of Life is Strange, I would have asked for Resident Evil 4. And then after I beat the main story, I would have recorded Mercenaries mode, because Mercenaries mode looks super fun and everything. Like, it just looks amazing. But maybe soon. Although I'm probably not even gonna download it on Steam, because Steam sucks balls. It's terrible. Maybe it's gonna improve soon. So, one final thing. Shout out to my new subscribers. I don't know who you guys are, because YouTube doesn't tell me. It doesn't let me see everyone who subscribed. Which kind of makes sense, because I may not have that many now. But for those YouTubers who have like a shit ton, they can't just go through the entire list and see everybody. But whoever you guys or girls are, thank you so much, because I expected, since my channel wasn't really doing anything, I expected it to like fall down in standards, but it kept gaining more and more. Like, I went from having 120 to 131. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why it happened. But seriously, thank you guys. I don't really need the subscribers, but I'm still thankful for you for doing that. Thank you so much. That's all I really needed to say. I covered everything I had to for this video. Next video is going to be shoutouts to mostly health-careers people, but everyone, like probably some rudder people too, you know. Anyway, that's it. Take care, everyone. Wacha.